You are tired in a way sleep cannot fix. Not the body, the soul. You wake up carrying a weight no one sees. You smile when required. You speak when expected. And inside, something feels quiet, broken, unfinished. Life did not ask if you were ready. It came anyway, with loss, with pressure, with moments where you did everything right, and still fell apart. You wonder when it started, that feeling of being alone. Even in a room full of people, pain has a strange voice. It does not scream at first. It whispers, late at night, early in the morning, in the space between one breath and the next. You replay conversations, mistakes, moments you wish you could undo, moments where you were strong, and no one noticed. You ask questions without words. Why me? Why now? Why does it feel like everyone else received a map, and you were sent into the storm alone? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But right now, strength feels far away. Abstract, like a concept meant for other people. Because pain does not listen to philosophy at first. Pain wants to be felt. So let it speak. Let the silence sit with you. Do not rush to escape it. Do not drown it in noise. Sit, breathe. Notice how the breath still comes, even after everything. That alone is proof. You survive things you never thought you would. Moments that could have ended you, but didn't. Not because you were fearless, but because something deeper refused to quit. Stoicism was never about being cold. It was never about suppressing emotion. It was about seeing clearly. When emotion tries to blind you, Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You may not control what happened, the betrayal, the rejection, the failure that still echoes in your chest, but you control what it becomes. Right now, pain is shaping you. The question is, into what? Pain can make you bitter, closed, hard, or it can make you precise, grounded, unbreakable in quiet ways. Most people run from pain. They distract, they numb, they pretend it isn't there. But Stoics did something radical. They faced it, they looked directly at the thing that hurt, and asked, "What is within my control here? Not tomorrow, not someday, now." You may not control the world's chaos, but you control your response. You control whether you become a slave to your emotions, or a steward of them. Emotions are not enemies, they are signals. Listen, but do not obey blindly. Anger tells you something feels unjust. Fear tells you something matters. Sadness tells you something was meaningful. Acknowledge them, then choose your action deliberately. That choice, that pause, is freedom, Seneca warned. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. How many battles are you fighting that do not exist? Outside your own mind? Conversations that never happened. Judgments that were never spoken. Futures that may never arrive. Your mind can be a weapon against you. If left undisciplined, but trained, it becomes shelter. Stillness is not weakness. It is control. In a world addicted to reaction, restraint is power. You do not need to respond to every provocation. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone. You do not need approval. To walk your path, there is dignity in silence. There is strength in choosing calm. When chaos demands panic, you are allowed to slow down, to breathe, to observe. This moment, right now, is enough. Not perfect, not easy, but enough. Look back, honestly, not to shame yourself, but to learn. Every mistake carried a lesson. Every loss revealed what mattered. Nothing was wasted. The Stoics believed life was training, not punishment. Every hardship, a weight added to the bar. It was never meant to crush you. It was meant to build you. You are becoming someone, even now, even in confusion, especially in pain. Do not rush the process. Steel is forged slowly, under heat, under pressure. There will be days when the weight feels heavier than before, when progress feels invisible, when calm slips through your fingers and frustration returns without warning. This does not mean you failed. It means you are human. The Stoics never promised comfort. They promised clarity. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "Do not be ashamed of needing help. You have a duty to fulfill, like a soldier in the line. Even strength needs rest. Even discipline needs compassion. You are not meant to be stone. You are meant to be steady. There is a difference. Stone breaks under enough force. Steadiness bends, adapts, remains. Look at nature. Nothing resists reality. The river does not argue with the mountain. It flows, around, through, and still reaches the ocean. So ask yourself, what are you resisting? That cannot be changed. The past will not rewrite itself. The words spoken will not return. The time lost will not come back. Acceptance is not surrender. It is alignment with truth, and truth is the foundation of peace. Epictetus taught, make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. This is not passive. It is precise. It means choosing where your energy goes. It means refusing to bleed for things that do not deserve your life force. Attention is sacred. Spend it wisely. Most suffering comes from misdirected focus. We cling to what leaves. We chase what runs. We ignore what remains. But what remains is enough. You are still here, still breathing, still capable of choice. That is power. Every morning is a quiet contract between who you were and who you are becoming. You do not need to transform overnight. You need consistency, small disciplines, repeated, daily. Control your morning. You control the tone of your day. Control your thoughts. You control the quality of your life. The mind becomes what it feeds on, so choose carefully. Not every thought deserves belief. Not every feeling deserves action. Pause, question, decide. That pause is mastery. Anger rises. Pause, fear whispers. Pause, impulse demands. Pause, between stimulus and response. Lives your freedom. Most people never enter that space. They react, they regret, they repeat. You are learning to stop the cycle. And that is not easy. Growth often feels like discomfort. Wearing the mask of confusion, you may feel lonely on this path because self-mastery separates you from the noise. Not everyone will understand your silence, your restraint, your refusal to be pulled into chaos. Let them misunderstand. Peace does not need witnesses. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." Bravery is not loud. It does not announce itself. It shows up quietly. When quitting feels easier, it shows up. When you choose patience over reaction. When you choose discipline over desire. When you choose character over comfort. This is how you build inner authority. Not by dominating others, but by governing yourself. A person who controls their inner world cannot be controlled by the outer one. Insults lose their grip. Praise loses its power. Circumstances lose their tyranny. You begin to move differently, speak less, observe more. You stop chasing validation. You stop explaining your path. You walk it. There will be moments when old habits call you back, old versions of yourself, asking for one more chance. Thank them, then let them go. You are not betraying who you were. You are honoring who you are becoming. Nothing grows where it is comfortable forever. Remember, even now, even here, you are enough to continue. The storm outside may not end today, but the storm inside is learning to obey you. There comes a moment when you stop fighting yourself, not because life became easier, but because you became clearer. You realize that peace was never waiting. At the end of achievement, it was waiting. In acceptance, acceptance of limits, acceptance of impermanence, acceptance of this fragile, fleeting moment. As it is, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Begin the morning by saying to yourself, I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. Not as pessimism, but as preparation. When you expect resistance, you stop being shocked by it, and what no longer shocks you, no longer controls you. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, how shall I respond? That shift changes everything. You learn that calm is a skill, built, practiced, earned. You train it in small moments, in traffic, in disagreement, in disappointment. You breathe when others explode. You listen when others defend. You choose dignity when others choose noise. and slowly, without announcement, you become someone stable, not rigid, not detached, but rooted. Pain still visits, loss still arrives. Nothing about being stoic makes you immune. It makes you resilient. Seneca said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Every challenge is an invitation to prove who you are becoming, not to the world, to yourself. You stop measuring life by comfort and start measuring it by character. You ask at night, did I act with integrity today? Did I control what was mine to control? Did I meet difficulty with reason? Some nights the answer is no, and that is okay, because honesty is progress. Self-mastery is not perfection. It is return to awareness, return to intention, return to discipline, after distraction, again and again. Epictetus reminded his students, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Growth often looks unimpressive, quiet, unglamorous, but its roots go deep. You begin to feel less pulled by opinions, less shaken by outcomes. You understand that reputation is borrowed, character is owned. You may lose status, comfort, even relationships, but you gain something rarer, inner alignment. Your actions begin to match your values. Your words match your silence. Your inner life becomes coherent, and coherence creates peace, not the loud kind, the deep kind, the kind that stays. When circumstances change, you stop trying to control people. You stop trying to predict the future. You stop rehearsing catastrophe. You deal with what is in front of you. This breath, this choice, this moment, nothing more is required. You realize you were never broken. You were untrained. And now, you are training. Every setback is feedback. Every trigger is a lesson. You are no longer at war. With your mind, you are becoming its leader, and leadership begins with example. So you live as if watched. By your own conscience, you act with restraint. Even when you could exploit, you speak truth. Even when silence would be easier. Because integrity is peace that cannot be taken. One day, you will look back